Hey guys, this is Reasonable Pandemonium's walkthrough on how to solve Magic Wesley's puzzle, Where and What is Cosmocos? My name is Amadeus and this is a fun one. A Thunderstore link to download the mod is in the description below. Magic Wesley released 7 modded moons: Asteroid 13, Infernus, Etern, Acidir, Atlantica, Greytar, and Polaris, before the hunt for Cosmocos was officially released, and we're gonna visit them all. The first moon he made was Infernus, but we're actually going to visit Asteroid 13, due to it being the super affordably low price of free. Alright, so Asteroid 13 has coil heads. A lot of coil heads. Coil heads in the interior, coil heads in the exterior, coil heads inside the... You know what? Never mind. Magic Wesley's kindly asked us not to pay attention to that. Anywhoosies, Asteroid 13 is the lore planet. Aside from the smoldering fire exit, there are multiple items to find inside the facility, including notes, journals, and log entries that give background about the moons in the mod packs. The only piece of lore we're interested in right now is the secret log. I found a log entry as an item.
As an item?
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait, hold on, I can play it.
Wait, I'm almost to you, I think.
135, day 48. I've done it. I found Cosmocos. Well, the artificial intelligence I made found it. From what I understand, it is encrypted. A computer. Tell me the location of Cosmocos.
Alert. The location of Cosmocos is bit.ly/3.
You stupid machine. I will sell you to the company of Greytar when I'm done with you. Last time, he stopped after the second letter, which was capital H. Nobody can find out about this. Me out.
He gave a bit.ly link.
A bit.ly link?
He said bit.ly/3, and then he said the second letter was H. bit.ly/3H. But that's not a full link.
He was saying that the computer wasn't spitting out all the numbers or something.
Yeah.
He said there was a capital H somewhere.
He said the second letter was capital H. I think it was 3 and then H.
So this is one of the largest clues we'll get. The AI begins to give a bit.ly link, but malfunctions and only gives the first character, the number 3. The professor who we heard speak about finding a link in the trailer also mentions that the AI said the second letter was a capital H. We've only scratched the surface, and yet we've already run out of leads. Why not visit Infernus, the first moon Wesley released? Infernus is one of our favorite moons to ever play. The atmosphere is stark and Mordor-esque. The music is incredible, and the map is the best layout I've seen on any modded moon thus far. There are multiple fire exits, places to interact with the environment, and ways to outplay giants if you're spotted. If you are like us and have looted Infernus for the company before the search for Cosmocos was released, you might not remember this little area here past the fire exit. It contains a log from a Captain Cunningham who is trying to track down Cosmocos herself.
Guys, I see some over here.
Oh.
It's like a computer setup.
Hey, yeah, that wasn't there last time.
I don't think it was.
Wait, what happened? Did we spawn it in?
I think it's just part of the search for Cosmocos. Whoa.
Yeah, this is what Polaris looks like.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
Captain's log. Log 1. Location, Infernus. Still no information on the whereabouts of Cosmocos after its unusual disappearance. 32 of us on the ground and found nothing of note.
Wow.
We'll be leaving shortly due to dangerous conditions.
No kidding.
As if no one could have seen that coming. Stepping off this ship was like walking into an oven. I am still struggling to recall any of the knowledge I possessed on Cosmocos. But there is something still urging me to continue in my pursuits. Next point of interest is the so-called death labs on Etern. Not an exciting prospect for the team, but they will manage. After that, Acidir, to investigate the fantastically named Crescent of Curses, hoping it leads us in the direction of its true origins. This is Cunningham, signing off.
No letters or numbers this time, but we are given 2 leads, Etern and Acidir. Off we go to Etern. Etern sucks. Like, it really sucks.
Oh, that giant spawned right in front of him. How exciting. Oh, man. You got this, Mimic. Make it through the gap. You got it. Hey. The giant climbed the gap! Oh, no, the Mimic's coming. Oh, no. He might actually get fooled by my Mimic, though. Why are there so many? What is going on?
You gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me.
How did he juke all of that? I lost.
You gotta be kidding me.
Right? This is messed up, man. The giant's just not looking. Oh my gosh. Civic is OP.
Wait, there's another one.
There are mimics everywhere, giants galore, and both can't help but enjoy camping the ship. And that's not even mentioning the nutcrackers. At least it's lucrative enough. Anyways, you're going to want to follow this path here. It's a little out of the way, but at least you get a feel for the nice desert aesthetic Magic Wesley prepared for us. At the end of the path, we find a fire exit with some graffiti on it that tells us the third letter is a capital R. Fun fact, you can also get stuck in this building. Rip Amadeus. It's time to follow up on the secondary lead we got from Infernus, which pointed us towards Acidir. Acidir is a mysterious planet that always seems to have bad weather. I'm not sure how it's possible for a planet to be eclipsed so often, but fortunately, its eclipsed days don't seem too bad. Like a lot of the moons we've talked about, there's a couple of ways to outplay the locals here.
Did he cross the river? I hope not.
No way. Yeah, he can.
He's walking away.
Nerd.
He really was a nerd, though.
But if you're interested in Cosmocos, you're gonna want to follow this path. Sorry if it's a bit difficult to follow along, but the planet is almost always eclipsed, so visibility suffers.
I did. It didn't.
You have to press
Captain's log. Log 3. Location, Acidir. I've hardly had a moment to record my findings. Navigating Etern was a nightmare with those bloody nutcrackers roaming the desert. We were down to a crew of 26 after that veritable screw-up, and I'm afraid things have only gotten worse since we arrived on Acidir. But first, my findings on Etern. A silver lining. I recovered a log from the corpse of a scientist pertaining to Cosmocos' location.
Ooh.
It seems that he created some sort of AI for the sole purpose of retrieving these coordinates. Unfortunately, the AI seems to malfunction while reciting them. Certainly, it's some system error in the madman's machine. Most definitely. But for some reason, it feels to me that Cosmocos does not want to be found. And yet, the more I recall, the more intense my desire becomes to try and locate it. To see the way the orbs of crystal shimmer in the light of those strange bulbs that hang from the trees. I know that my dreary mind couldn't create things of such beauty of its own accord. I'm far too boring for that. Nevertheless, I left a log with the rising map on Atlantica, and I've discovered that the sixth letter of the coordinates is a lowercase z. 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 We will soon be leaving Acidir. I hope. 5 went mad after coming into contact with the Crescent of Curses and decided to go for a swim with the local pond life.
Oh.
3 ran screaming into the woods, and it's been hours since we saw them. The ship will fly soon when the conditions become too dangerous. If they're not back before then. Our next destination is Polaris. This was the closest moon to Cosmocos before its disappearance. We'll stop by Grata in lieu of the ramblings in the scientist's log. This is Cunningham, signing off.
We now know that the 6th letter is a lowercase z. We also received a bundle of new leads, including one that alludes to a log on the Rising Island on Atlantica, and future plans for the expedition to explore Polaris and Greytar. Atlantica is by far the most difficult clue to find, and it requires a jetpack, so I hope you've had some good hauls while you've been unraveling the secrets of Cosmocos. Unlike the other clues we found, this one is time-based, meaning the clue does not start spawned in. If we look back to Acidir's message, it talks of a rising island. If you explore the map a bit, you'll discover an area below the walkway near the main entrance, where you'll find a snail and an octopus with glowing eyes looking off into the distance. This is the direction the rising island mentioned in the message will appear from, but in order to actually see it, we have to get closer. I recommend flying up here. Next, we wait. The island can start to appear as early as 6 p.m., although I'm not certain if that time is set in stone or not. By using a mod called Poltergeist, we can watch it appear from a bird's eye view.
Wait. No, the thing's coming up. It's rising.
Where?
In the direction the octopus is looking. There's like some skeleton stuff rising.
Now all we have to do is very carefully maneuver to the very small island. It's a good thing that isn't convoluted and jetpacks aren't expensive, so we can try as many times as we'd like, right? It's important to remember that you can apparently use jetpacks underwater, so don't give up if you miss the first time. In the Huevos, once you make it to the island of debris, there is a map with 5th equals 7 engraved in it and a tape to play.
Captain's log. Log 2. Location, Atlantica. After visiting Etern, we diverted course to Atlantica due to reports of unnatural occurrences having taken place here. And I'm glad we did. Most excitingly, we've discovered a map of Cosmocos on this small island not far from the mainland. We lost a crewmate trying to swim over and resorted to using jetpacks instead. And despite our loss, seeing some evidence of Cosmocos was exhilarating. It solidifies in my mind that these weren't just delusions of mine. It was real. I was there. I saw it. I'm familiar with this terrain. I may not be able to recall with perfect clarity, but it is knowledge I possess. Or possessed. Also of significant note, a body was discovered on Etern, along with a log not dissimilar to mine. I believe we've obtained another piece of the puzzle, so to speak. I've etched it into the map. Please excuse my haste. Atlantica is sinking, and I must return to the ship. Our course is set for Acidir, with one less crewmate. We should be vigilant. Cunningham, signing off.
This gives us some interesting lore, including the reason why there wasn't a tape to find in Etern, but no real helpful clues. We'll just have to be satisfied with the number we got. Fun fact, you can actually find more maps of Cosmocos inside the facility.
Looks like a baguette.
There must have been a gift shop or something, and it does look like a baguette. Time to explore Greytar. Like Atlantica, this clue is pretty evil. It's also time-based. When you first walk into the facility, nothing happens. But at around 11:10 a.m.,
Main entrance is easy to get to.
voice.
Alert. Life found within the factory.
huh, I guess the professor really did sell the AI to the Greytar company. This will repeat throughout the day until around 9 p.m. when a new message is given. Pardon the two thumpers, they weren't trained at all.
Alert. The 4th letter is capital Q.
Now we know the 4th letter is a capital Q. We only have one last stop to complete the puzzle. It's time to explore Polaris. As soon as you land, all mayhem breaks loose.
And disease. Whoa!
Oh my gosh, it's a giant worm! That is... Yo, that was so cool!
Woo!
But this is the hint. You gotta follow that sandworm. What could possibly go wrong? The right path leads to a nice area to read. Or go insane. I think silence can do that. But the left side, that's interesting.
Dang.
Just watch out for falling icicles.
I found something.
Yes. No!
No!
There's a lot of them.
I think I did it.
Oh, wait.
I think I did it.
I keep
Nope.
hearing this stupid dude.
Oh my gosh.
Eventually we get this nice message.
I hit it.
Captain's log.
All inside the facility.
Location Polaris. First, my findings on Greta. We managed to trick that conniving AI into revealing the final letter to us. It's P. It's a capital P. It's smart, but we were smarter. Ones of us that survived, anyway. I think it realized we were deceiving it, and it decimated 10 of us. We're down to a pathetic team of 8. Half of whom are too disturbed to carry on their duties as usual. Our skeleton crew might be real skeletons soon enough. But I only need them to help pilot the ship for the last leg of the journey. Because I found it. I know where Cosmocos is. I wonder if it felt the same loss that I felt when I left. Like my heart was wrenched from my chest. To get to
Do you have another letter or not?
someone so magnificent. To know that you leave them blighted, wounded and sick. I'll be with you soon, old friend. I'll heal you. I only need the opportunity. And then we'll be one again. Cunningham, signing off.
Now we know the last letter is a capital P, and that this captain has some very deep emotions for a planet she doesn't remember. And with this final clue, we have the complete link. bit.ly/3 capital H, capital R, capital Q, 7, lowercase z, capital P. When we type this in an internet browser, it'll pull up this download package. Of course, we have to extract it to find our prize. Cosmo Chud! Cosmo Chud! Cosmo Chud! Cosmo Chad. The original prize was an open release of the modded moon Cosmocos, but now it's open to the general public. So we have to be satisfied having Cosmo Chad instead, won't we? Oh bother.